Today in this video, I'm gonna help you become a better Brawl Stars player than you are right now. So make sure to watch till the end and let's get straight into it. Alright, let's start with aiming because if you can't hit your shots, there is no point in playing. With some brawlers, you can just auto-aim. However, with brawlers like Leon and Bo, you have to move left while attacking to precise your damage at the point, or move right while attacking to spread your attack. But the most important thing I want to talk about is about snipers, because attacking and aiming with sniper is the hardest and it's very hard to master. So let's have a look at the two-time world champion Tensai and how he plays sniper. So if you look at him playing, he kind of wiggle his attack, aim every single time before aiming. So this is what you want to practice doing. This takes just little time to get used to, but once you do, trust me, you're gonna hit your shots more frequently. And personally, I have tried practicing this, and ever since I started doing this, I have been hitting more shots frequently with snipers. So practice it and give it a try. Now, aiming and killing is important, but more important is for you to stay alive. So our next topic is dodging. Now, dodging is pretty simple. If you're facing a brawler that shoots single projectile, just move in the perpendicular direction of the attack projectile and you will be fine. And against brawler which attack spreads out, just back off. But the one that people struggle the most with is curveball. You just need to memorize the pattern here, but don't worry, I will make it easy for you. Alright, first, if it explodes top left to you, make sure to stand in a 45-degree angle to the vertical and you should be good. And if it explodes top right to you, stand in a 15-degree angle, one tile away, and it should be good. Now keep practicing with your friends, it will take some time to get used to it. By the way, I recorded these clips by playing two devices at once, so if you appreciate the effort, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. Now let's just move on to our third topic, which is lane and lane switching. Now every map in the game has lanes. You need two brawlers on two lanes and one brawler in the mid. You all can't just clump up in the middle. Two brawler needs to go in lane and one brawler needs to play in mid. Also, you can't play a mid brawler in lane or lane brawler in mid. You need to know which brawler to play in lane and which brawler to play in mid. Now let's talk about lane switching. Now imagine you're playing on this map and you are Charlie. But in your lane, you are facing an Ember. Now if you know Ember counters Charlie, so you don't want to stay in that lane, you want to switch your lane with your teammate. Now if the Ember also switches lane, you want to switch back. You want the matchup where it doesn't get countered. Now let's talk about lane pinching. Now most of the time you fight against the brawler that is on your lane, but you should keep an eye on every brawler. And whenever you see an opportunity on your nearby lane, you should take advantage. For example, in this case, if the Bell backs off, you are a Piper in the mid, so you want to attack the Ember or Jessie because it will be like they are facing a 2v1. So they also have to back off and they will be overwhelmed by your team. Now, pinching is very important. Like if you lose one lane, then eventually you're going to lose your mid and then eventually you're going to lose your other lane. And once you lose everything, it's just over because you are mostly like spawn trapped. Alright, now that you know about pinching, now let's talk about the last topic of this video, which is wall breaks. Now, important wall breaks can really turn around the game. For example, in Kaboom Canyon, you always want to break the middle wall so that you can play in 3 lanes instead of 2. Now, I see most of the players don't break the walls and they kind of struggle because they get attacked from everywhere and they just get overwhelmed. So you want to break the middle wall so you can play 3 lanes yourself. Now I also see most of the players break enemy walls, which is not great because the walls at the enemy side will help you take cover. Now imagine you're playing on safe zone, so which wall do you want to break first? Is it wall A or is it wall B? So if you answered wall B, it is correct. You always want to break this wall because most of the time enemies take cover and just keep shooting your safe. Again, just most of the player breaks the enemy wall, which you should not do because again, I'm saying you need that to take cover for yourself. Now, in the final, I'm gonna give you an example of all of this combined. Okay, let's say the match has started. Angelo and Rico goes on the left lane. The Brockhaven broke the middle wall and Piper and Brock are both in the middle lane. So you haven't made the important wall break, nor have you been playing in lane. So eventually what is gonna happen, Jesse and Bell gonna take over Brock and Piper because you know Jesse and Bell shot bounce from one enemy to other. So you two gonna die and eventually Rico is gonna get 1v3 and they're gonna do a lot of damage to the high save and there's no coming back from this because you haven't broke the wall yet, so they're just gonna be hiding behind the wall and keep shooting at you and you can't do anything. So this is game over. Instead, from the beginning, if you had broke the wall and played in 3 lanes, you would be doing really great. Now it would have just depend on your aiming and dodging skill. So that's it for the video. Make sure to practice all of this. I hope you become a better player now. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you've done it. And I'll see you guys later.